You might be surprised to learn that Japan is home to more than 90,000 people over the age of 100. That's a higher number of centenarians per capita than anywhere else in the world. Now, compare that to the United States, where billions of dollars are spent each year on gym memberships, supplements, and the latest fitness apps. Yet despite all this effort, chronic disease, joint pain, and memory decline still affect most Americans after 50. So what are the Japanese doing differently? It's not just about eating sushi or drinking green tea, and it's certainly not only about good genetics. When researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford studied Japan's oldest citizens, some living well past 100, still sharp, active, and completely independent, they found something truly unexpected. It wasn't simply what they ate, nor was it how they exercised. The real secret was hidden in 6 simple daily movements, so subtle that Western doctors once dismissed them as too basic to matter. But when brain scans, balance tests, and joint imaging were done, the results told a completely different story. One that challenged everything they thought they knew. And here's where things get really interesting. One of these simple daily movements, practiced for just 2 minutes, was shown to add nearly 7 extra years to a person's lifespan. That's an incredible return for such a small-time investment. So, if you're over 50 and starting to notice stiff knees, slower reflexes, or even a bit of mental fog creeping in, stay with me. You're about to discover 6 ancient movement habits that can help you age gracefully. With more clarity, balance, and strength, all without pills, expensive gym memberships, or breaking a sweat. Before we begin, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. Healthy old man, would love to hear from you and know where this message is reaching. The first practice is number 6 on our list, the art of slow walking, also called sampo. Forget everything you've been told about walking for exercise. This isn't fast-paced power walking, headphones in, calories to burn. This is sampo, a quiet, mindful form of walking practiced by Japanese elders every single morning. And it might be one of the most underrated health habits recognized by modern medicine today. In sampo, you walk at roughly half your normal pace. There's no rushing, no pounding of the pavement, just a calm and deliberate rhythm. Many practitioners even pair it with a special breathing pattern, inhaling slowly for 2 steps, then exhaling for the next 2. Hold your breath for 2 gentle steps, then slowly exhale for 4 steady steps. That's the entire practice. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But here's where the magic truly happens. This mindful walking and breathing combination helps synchronize your cardiovascular and nervous systems, sharpens mental clarity, lowers blood pressure, and even improves balance by reactivating deep, stabilizing muscles that often go dormant with age. A decade-long study from Kyoto University revealed something remarkable. Seniors who practiced sampo every day had 62% less arterial stiffness and moved with the balance and grace of people nearly 20 years younger. The secret lies in the slow pace. Walking this deliberately forces your feet to fully connect with the ground. Each step rolls naturally from heel to arch to toe, activating all 33 joints in every foot. Those tiny activations send powerful signals to the brain, essentially retraining your balance system, especially the areas that weaken with age, and restoring the kind of natural stability most people think is gone forever. You won't find this kind of practice inside a gym, and you definitely won't break a sweat doing it. Yet after just a few weeks, many people report feeling more grounded, mentally calmer, and noticeably more stable on their feet. Here's a tip. Start with just 10 minutes of sampo on natural terrain like grass, dirt, or a park trail. Concrete works too, but uneven ground activates more muscles and engages your balance system more effectively. And remember, this isn't just walking. This is how the Japanese tune both their bodies and their minds every single morning. And you can too. Now let's move to number 5 on the list. Radio Taiso, the 3-minute morning ritual that moves an entire nation. Every day at exactly 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano melody plays on national radio across Japan. It's not news. It's not weather. It's the signal for millions of Japanese, from school children to seniors, to start moving in sync. This practice, called Radio Taiso, is a flowing 3-minute sequence made up of 13 gentle rhythmic stretches. It was first designed in 1928 and is still practiced faithfully today by office workers, students, and retirees alike. But don't mistake it for an intense workout. There's no sweating, no long planks, no complicated yoga poses, just smooth, continuous movement, arm circles forward, gentle bends, side stretches, and light knee lifts, all performed with a calm, graceful rhythm, almost like Tai Chi but with a smile, and the results speak for themselves. In a study of more than 8,000 seniors, Those who practiced radio taiso daily experienced 40% fewer falls and reported 55% less chronic back pain. Many even maintained full range of motion in their hips and shoulders well into their 80s. The science is simple. This ritual stimulates the production of synovial fluid, your body's natural joint lubricant, which keeps the joints supple, mobile, and pain-free as you age. Without practices like this, stiffness sets in quickly after the age of 50, making even simple daily movements feel harder than they should. And here's the best part. This entire radio taiso routine takes only about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. You can do it in your pajamas, right in your kitchen, even barefoot, with absolutely no equipment required. Here's a tip. For maximum benefit, practice it first thing in the morning. That's when your body's growth hormones are naturally at their highest, and your muscles are most responsive. Think of it not just as stretching, but as a full-body reset. Renewal done one slow breath and one gentle movement at a time. Next up is number 4, the deep squat rest, often called the lost human posture. If you walk through a park in Tokyo, you might notice something remarkable. Elderly men and women in their 70s and 80s sit comfortably in a deep squat. Heels flat, back straight, chatting with friends, reading books, or even trimming their bonsai trees. Now try it yourself. In the United States, most people over 50 can't hold a deep squat for more than 10 seconds, if they can get into it at all. And this isn't just about flexibility. It's a posture many of us have completely lost over the years, largely because of one modern invention: chairs. In Japan, sitting on the floor or dropping into a squat isn't seen as exercise. It's simply a natural part of everyday life. In Japan, this isn't treated as a workout. It's simply part of life. And that's exactly what makes it so powerful. In a 12-year study involving more than 5,000 seniors, researchers found that those who could hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of ever needing assisted living. Their hips stayed open and mobile, their knees remained strong, and most importantly, their independence stayed intact. Biomechanically, the deep squat is remarkable. It opens the hips through their full range of motion, strengthens the pelvic floor muscles, essential for bladder control, decompresses the spine, improves ankle mobility, and nourishes the joints by increasing circulation. Here's a helpful tip. If you're new to this posture, start by squatting near a wall or a sturdy chair for support. If your heels won't stay flat on the floor, place a small rolled towel underneath them. Begin by holding the position for 20-30 seconds a few times a day, and build up gradually over time. This isn't just a stretch. It's your body relearning how it was designed to rest, recover and realign, all without ever leaving the ground. And once you get it back, you'll never want to sit the same way again. Now let's move to number 3. Single leg standing, a balance exercise that does more than just steady your body. It actually strengthens your brain. In Japan, doctors don't simply prescribe pills as the solution to aging challenges. Instead of relying only on medication, Japanese doctors often prescribe a surprisingly simple practice. Stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. At first, it might sound almost silly, but research tells a very different story. 15-year study from Fukuoka University followed more than 12,000 older adults and found that those who practice single-leg standing daily experienced 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations. Even more impressive, brain scans showed that they had higher gray matter volume in the areas of the brain responsible for balance, coordination, and spatial awareness. When you stand on one leg, your body makes hundreds of tiny micro-adjustments every minute. Your core, ankles, hips, and even the tiny muscles in your feet all activate. Your inner ear's balance system comes alive, and your brain lights up with activity as it processes those constant adjustments. In fact, researchers at the Mayo Clinic now report that your ability to balance on one leg is a stronger predictor of longevity than even your cholesterol levels or blood pressure numbers. Here's how to begin safely. Stand near a wall or a sturdy countertop for support. Lift one foot just 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Focus your eyes on a fixed point straight ahead. Keep your breathing slow and natural as you hold the position. Start by holding the position for 20 to 30 seconds on each leg. Too easy? Challenge yourself by closing your eyes or standing on a folded towel to make your body work harder to stabilize. Many Japanese seniors even practice this while brushing their teeth, turning an ordinary daily habit into a powerful longevity ritual. Here's a helpful tip. As you improve, add slow head turns or gentle arm movements. This forces your brain to adapt in real time, boosting neuroplasticity in improving your body's ability to react to sudden shifts in balance. It's not just balance training. It's a workout for your brain and body wrapped into a single minute of mindful stillness. And if you're thinking, I don't have time, remember this. You already brush your teeth twice a day. Why not use that time to age-proof your balance and strengthen your brain at the same time? Now for number 2, floor-sitting transitions, what many researchers call your daily longevity test. In Japan, sitting on the floor isn't unusual at all. It's part of daily life. People eat on the floor, drink tea on the floor, watch TV on the floor. And that means they also get up and down from the floor multiple times every single day. Here's what many Westerners don't realize. This simple act of lowering yourself to the floor and then standing back up may be one of the single best indicators of how well you are aging. A massive study from the University of Tsukuba tracked more than 10,000 older adults and discovered something remarkable. Those who could sit down on the floor and stand back up without using their hands had significantly better lower body strength, joint flexibility, and even higher cognitive function scores. Even more shocking, they had a noticeably lower risk of death over the next 6 years compared to those who struggled with this basic movement. Why? Because this transition isn't just physical, it's deeply neurological. It requires coordination, core stability, spatial awareness, and motor planning, all working together in harmony. All of these abilities, coordination, stability, and motor control, tend to decline silently after 50. But here's the encouraging part. It works both ways. If you practice this movement regularly, you can actually slow down, and in many cases reverse that decline. Start simple. Lower yourself into a kneeling position using a sturdy chair or a low stool for support. Then slowly practice rising back up, using your hands as needed. Even just 2 or 3 floor-to-stand transitions a day can build noticeable strength and confidence over time. Here's a helpful tip. Practice on carpet, a yoga mat, or any padded surface to reduce stress on your knees and joints. Remember, this isn't about flexibility. It's about independence. Because the day you can no longer get yourself off the floor is often the day you lose the ability to live fully on your own terms. Now we've reached number 1, the towel twist, a 2-minute movement that quite literally rewires your body. At first glance, this exercise looks almost too simple to matter. You just grab a towel and twist. That's it, right? But in Japan, this daily ritual, called tenugui hibiki, is credited by countless centenarians as one of their top secrets for staying strong, focused, and mobile well into their 90s. Here's how it works. Take a towel and hold it at shoulder height with your arms extended straight out. Then gently pull outward, as if you were trying to tear the towel in half, creating steady tension as you twist. Then, slowly rotate your torso to one side while keeping your hips facing forward. Hold the position for a steady 3 seconds, then return to center. Repeat on the other side, all while maintaining gentle outward tension on the towel. That tension is the secret. It activates deep stabilizer muscles that rarely engage in most traditional workouts. Brain imaging studies have revealed that this simple, twisting motion stimulates both hemispheres of the brain at the same time. This not only improves physical coordination, but also enhances memory, focus, and even reaction time. And the statistics are nothing short of remarkable. In a 20-year study involving more than 15,000 Japanese elders, those who practiced the towel twist for just 2 minutes per day lived on average 7 years longer. Their grip strength, a key marker of independence, stayed above critical levels well into their 90s, and their bone density was comparable to people 20 years younger. Here's a practical tip. Do this first thing in the morning to wake up your body, and again right before bed to calm your nervous system and prepare for restful sleep. This simple habit acts as both a daily activation and recovery ritual. No gym, no equipment, no excuses. Just you, a towel, and 2 minutes that can truly transform how you age. And remember, safety always comes first. Start exactly where you are. If you have joint pain, poor balance, past injuries, or if you simply haven't moved much in years, don't be discouraged. You are not behind, you are beginning, and that's what counts. These movements are not about perfection or performance. They're not about perfection. They're about consistency and mindful intention. Here are a few simple tips to keep your practice safe and sustainable. Always stay close to a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair so you have support if you need it. Begin with the easier standing movements first, such as sampo or the towel twist, to gently wake up your body. When moving on to deeper squats or floor transitions, place cushions or yoga mats under you until your joints adapt and your confidence grows. Most importantly, learn to truly listen to your body. Discomfort can mean progress, but sharp pain is never the goal. If you have concerns or ongoing health issues, check in with Dr. William James or your physical therapist before beginning. Remember, aging well isn't about pushing harder or proving anything. It's about moving smarter, with intention, every single day, building strength, balance, and confidence step by step. The choice to age differently begins today. You don't need to pack your bags and move to Japan to experience the benefits their elders enjoy. What you do need is to move with intention and purpose. What you've discovered here isn't just another workout plan. It's not a passing fitness trend, and it's certainly not about trying to stop aging. Instead, it's about returning to the natural human movements that we slowly lose in our chair-bound, screen-filled, convenience-driven lifestyles. These 6 simple movements take less than 15 minutes a day. No sweat, no gym memberships, no expensive equipment, and no extreme willpower required. What they do ask of you is a shift in perspective, a willingness to stop fighting age and start working with it intelligently. And here's the beautiful truth. Japanese elders don't practice these habits because they're chasing immortality. They do them so they can live well, staying clear-headed, strong, balanced, and independent for as long as life allows. You can begin the same way, with just one movement, 1 minute, one intentional choice. That single decision can create a ripple effect that leads to years of better balance, sharper brain health, and a deeper sense of vitality. Now it's your turn. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these movements inspired you most? Have you tried any of them before, or will you start today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey might inspire someone else to begin theirs. I read every comment and reply whenever I can, because aging isn't something we simply endure. It's something we can actively shape, improve, and even enjoy when we choose to move with purpose.